I just wanted to film something quick, and maybe I'll put it up here or just have it on a separate screen altogether. I haven't decided yet. So I think it was about 2 days ago. Today's Friday, June 19th or the 20th right now. I'm kind of doing a couple experiments for the next Curtsy video, which is why it's taken so long to film the next one, because I really want to I was doing kind of like a month-long experimenting with prices and stuff and seeing like what sells better and what doesn't. But yesterday or 2 days ago, I can't remember, I made a sale on these rings. They're stackable rings, so I think there's 6 or 7 of them in a little baggie, and the idea is they're stackable rings so you can put them across both hands. I sold one of them was a gold one, I think, and it was my very first sale ever on Curtsy. And then I sold another one on Curtsy, like I said, yesterday or 2 days ago. And there was a little bit of confusion. I thought I had she bought a silver one, and when I went to go package up, I realized all I had was gold left. So there was a little bit of confusion. Whatever, it's taken care of. I ended up refunding her. Not a big deal. Just messaged her. It was literally 2 seconds. No big deal. She wasn't mad. I wasn't mad. So, but my point still stands, like, it sold. So I went and refunded her, and then I went and uploaded another of those stackable rings, but in the gold set, because that's all I had left. I was sold out of all the silver, and I had 2 sets of those gold ones. So one of them sold, and I have one more. So I posted it up, and it got denied. And I went and messaged Clara, who I've talked about before. I think she's kind of like runs the Curtsy messaging part of it. I don't really know like what her role is, but whenever you go to customer support, because I clicked customer support and then it brought me to Clara, who I've been messaging with from the beginning. She's super sweet, super nice, really understanding. And I asked her, hey, can you check this post, these stackable rings? They're just like 6 rings in a pack. They're all sold together. They're all sent in one package. It's like earrings, you know, you don't sell one earring, you sell 2 of them. You know what I mean? So I explained the situation to her. This has happened before, and she's approved it with, I think it might have been like a bracelet set, and she approved it before. So I just kind of sent her the same message, explained the ring thing. It's all comes together. They're not sold individually. And she said, oh, sorry, we don't do bundles. And then I was like, huh, okay. Well, she messaged back like, oh, sorry, like we don't sell bundles on Curtsy. I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, she approved of this before when I was selling a bracelet, a stackable bracelet set. So I tried to word it a little bit differently and explain it to her again. And she just basically responded with kind of the same thing. I'm going to show the messages up before, because it was just a little frustrating. I feel like if you're in my position, when you're trying to sell like stackable rings or necklaces or, you know, the same thing but in a different color, it just like gets annoying when Curtsy has this policy or they don't do it. So I'm mostly making this video to point out to people, hey, I guess you can't do this anymore, and it's a little frustrating. But also, I know that Curtsy likes feedback at the same time, so I'm making this video because I would hope that this is something that Curtsy adds a feature in the future, you know what I mean? I don't know. So she messaged back, basically kind of said the same thing, like, sorry, we don't do bundles. And then this is when I got a little annoyed, because like, it's a stackable ring. It's like a swimsuit. You don't sell like the top and bottom separately. Like, it comes together. You know, the same example with the earrings. You know, you don't buy one earring. You buy a set, 2 of them. And like these rings, these stackable rings are in that same category. They're literally packaged together. They're sent in one envelope, you know what I mean? But she kept thinking it was like a bundle or like I'm selling them. I don't really know what she thought. She didn't like go into detail what she was thinking. So I messaged her back. So I was like, okay, but I sold this exact same ring set, just in a different color. And I sent her the link to the order. It's literally the same exact set, just in a different color, in silver. The first one that I sold. So I messaged her, I sent the screenshot, I sent the link. I was like, I literally sold this same exact one before and it got approved. So I guess I'm just a little confused why this one's not getting approved. And I talked about like the earring set again. You know, you buy like a set of earrings, not just one earring. And then I kind of see the point that she's getting at now when she responded. Basically, how I read it is, so let's say someone purchased like the ring set, that stackable ring set. If someone needed to refund it, they could just because they don't have a refund policy, Curtsy, their like refund policy is if you bought those rings, they would tell the person that bought those rings to try and resell them for the same price that you bought them, and then Curtsy refunds you their Curtsy fee that they charge. And she said that they're trying to take away people, if someone bought it and didn't like it, they're trying to take away the part where they could resell each individual ring. You know what I mean? So I kind of get it, but it's still really frustrating from a seller's point of view. I would hope that other boutiques or resellers or anything in that category, entrepreneur category, like gets kind of where the frustration is. I literally sold the same exact ring set, you know, a couple months ago, and now it's not getting approved. It's just like a little frustrating, but I'll insert a clip of the messaging and stuff like that, because I don't know, it's like I get it, but I'm just kind of a little frustrated because now that I can't post anything that's stackable, like a stackable necklace or a stackable bracelet or rings, like anything in that category, I basically can't post up on Curtsy anymore. And it's just, there goes like 20 or 50% of the products I sell are kind of like that layered or stackable style jewelry. So I don't know, it's just a little frustrating, I guess. Like I said, I'm gonna do like a screen grab of everything. So yeah, let me know in the comments, or you know, you can direct message me. Has anyone else had this problem before, like on Curtsy, with trying to sell stackable rings or anything like a layered bracelet or necklace? Or am I the only one that's feeling like this? Am I blowing it out of proportion? Because I get, like, in the end, it's not a big deal. Just list it to Poshmark. I know that. It's just, I like having a lot of avenues to sell stuff. I would hope that other entrepreneurs, like, or resellers, feel the same when you're kind of cross-listing things to different platforms. Yeah, let me know below. Has anyone else had this trouble with Curtsy? Does anyone feel the same way? Am I overreacting? I know it's not a really big deal in the long run, but I just thought this was something that I should note if you are thinking about listing on Curtsy. Also, let me point out, I still love Curtsy. I think that whole conversation was very nice and Clara was professional about it. I am not writing off Curtsy at all. I really enjoy Curtsy a lot. Like I said, I just wanted to film this so then maybe Curtsy will think about adding this feature in. That's truly all why I'm doing this. Like, the conversation was very nice. She was very professional. I wasn't mad. I truly was just confused because I sold that same exact ring set earlier, and then this one that I was trying to list up she wasn't allowing it to get listed. Don't think I'm like writing off Curtsy, like saying like, guys, don't do Curtsy. No, that's not it at all. I still highly recommend Curtsy. I love it. It's very simple and straightforward. Just please do not take this as I'm being like a bitch about it, because that's not it at all. I wanted to record this quick before I forget. This is for the Curtsy like episode podcast that I want to do. Maybe I'll end up deleting this and redoing it, but I just want to record it now before I forget. So I think it was on May 27th. I'll have to go back and check. I wrote it down. I put a bunch of stuff on sale. So the sale that I did was just $2 off. A bunch of random stuff. I might have a product count on what I did it on. I did on a lot though. Almost everything I have listed, I kind of did a $2 off. And then on a bunch of product, I also kind of did a mix between free shipping and then not free shipping. And I'd have to go check, so I don't want to say anything. I'll have to check. I'm thinking I'll have to go look at the count. So I'll just share that later on what is selling better, free shipping or not free shipping. But the last 2 or 3 items that I made a sale on this past week on Curtsy, even with the $2 off discount, there's people that still do a counter offer, some sort of offer. So I just wanted to record because I thought that was interesting that even with the discount, there's still people that are doing offers. It's something that I noticed, that it doesn't even matter almost to what you price it. There's someone that's going to offer, which is fine. I think I would actually do the same thing. I would probably, even if I saw something was on sale, I think I would still send an offer. I think that's a normal thing to do. So just wanted to record this. Seems like it doesn't really matter what you price your item, whether it's on sale or not on sale. There's, at least for me, what I've noticed, people that are interested are still going to send an offer. So something to keep in mind is all. It's nothing bad or anything, just something that I noticed on Curtsy. I would think that I would probably do the same things. Just wanted to get this recorded. Otherwise, I'm going to forget about it. I look crazy right now. My hair was up in a bun all day and it started to get a headache, so I took it out. But I'm a little frustrated, but I don't know who to be frustrated with because I know it's not technically Curtsy's fault, but it's just like frustrating, I guess, because I've never had any issues with any of the buying and selling apps except for in this moment right now. So it's probably more of a shipping problem, especially with everything that's going on right now. So someone made a order on Curtsy Sunday night for a ring. I got it shipped out and everything Monday night, and today is Wednesday afternoon around 7, and it still has not been scanned in from USPS. So I don't know, usually Curtsy's really good. It says on their website that it usually takes 1 to 2 business days, but it has been that, and it usually ships within that 1 to 2 business days. The girl that bought it messaged me and was like, hey, I didn't get any confirmation that it shipped yet. Did you get it sent out? And whenever being whether you're a reseller, thrifter, boutique owner, whatever you are, when you get a message saying like, hey, I don't see tracking on this, you kind of get that little jolt of, what, let me check. So I sprung up and checked, and I knew that I shipped it out. I know I did. I remember filling it up and packaging it and shipping it out. So then I started freaking out, and I called my husband. He had to run to work real quick. He said like, well, just let her know that, you'll give it today and then contact Curtsy after today, because, I guess it's technically like 2 days, but that's kind of unusual for Curtsy. Usually it's the next day where it gets scanned in from USPS if you get shipped out right away. It's now the end of the day, today on Wednesday, and still has not got scanned in from USPS. So I contacted Curtsy support, and Clara, the girl that I'm kind of in contact with, said to contact USPS. So I've contacted USPS in the past about lost packages, and let me tell you, I'm just gonna say it, it's basically a waste of time, because you're on the phone for, at least this was my experience, this happened at least twice out of the whole time that I've been running this boutique. I've had 2 instances where USPS truly did lose my package, like genuinely lost, never got sent back to me. Always have the addresses correct and the return addresses on all of my packages, never got returned. Every time that I've called, those 2 times I called customer support for USPS to file a claim of a lost package, I never get the claim. They never accept it. They always tell me to contact the person that I sent it to, but that doesn't work when they don't receive the package. So I never get my money back for shipping, and basically you're just out that product. You're out that money. It sucks, and that's what happened. And not to mention, every time I've called USPS, I've been on hold for at least an hour and a half. The customer service person that answers is basically, this sounds mean, but it was useless. They just made the claim for me, which you can just do online, So they basically are just like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to file a claim, and then you go from there and just wait for them to email back. And every time I've had to do that, the 2 times I've had to do that, it was just useless. You're just out the money and the product. It sucks. So that's what Curtsy support told me to do, is contact USPS and file a claim. So I'm going to go to the post office tomorrow and I guess try and get somewhere. I don't think I'm setting the bar real low, but I'm just a little frustrated because I thought they were going to be a little bit more helpful on the customer support side of Curtsy, but whatever. I kind of expected that to happen, so that's why I'm not like super mad about it. It's just kind of annoying because I suspected this was going to happen and it's exactly what's happening. I don't know. She did say with everything that's going on, USPS has been kind of behind on packages. I don't know, it's just weird because like everything up until this day has been going so smoothly shipping wise, even with USPS. Like it's been getting scanned in within the 1 or 2 business days. So it's just weird that this is like a one-off day, you know? So I don't know, I'm gonna go to USPS. So I'll probably do an update, let you guys know what USPS says about this lost package. I don't know. I'm just really upset about it. And just like I get stressed out when people message me and say, hey, USPS didn't scan in the package yet. I haven't gotten a tracking number. It doesn't look like it's tracking and it's been a couple days. I always just freak out about it because, you know, if you run a business of any sort that involves shipping products, that's never a good feeling. Like you don't have control over it. You're just like depending that USPS will follow through and not mess up. But I don't know, I saw someone they made a funny tweet. I'm not gonna share it because it was kind of it was kind of bad, but it was just kind of funny. Like when customers like message you and you just kind of like start freaking out, but then like you're not in control of the shipping part. Like you did as a business owner, like you did your part dropping it in the mailbox, but you don't know what USPS does after that kind of thing. I just related to it a lot. Anyway, so a little disappointed. I thought Curtsy was going to be maybe a little bit more helpful, but I also get it. Like they can't control USPS. So I don't know, we'll see. I just thought this was noteworthy because this is kind of the first, I guess kind of the second hiccup I've had with, I guess, Curtsy. I don't know what you want to call it, Curtsy or USPS. So thought this was noteworthy and wanted to record it. I wanted to point out, because it's really important, especially with Curtsy, this probably goes across the board for any app, buying and selling app, anything. The person that bought it, the girl that bought it, has been so incredibly sweet and understanding and patient. I've just been applauding her, just constantly apologizing to her, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I've never had any shipping issues with Curtsy before, so thank you so much for understanding and being patient with me. Like, this is completely new to me, so I'm just trying to like figure out what happened, and she's been so sweet. So just, if this is happening to you, just, you know, keep being grateful that the person is being understanding, that you're trying to figure it out if you're having shipping problems, especially now, and just really stay in contact. The second you get info, let them know, you know, even remind them throughout the day, or even say like, hey, I'm on my way to USPS right now to figure out what's going on. Like, just really staying in contact with them so they're comfortable to know that like you're actually trying to work on it. Like I said, this has only happened to me twice in like the 2 years that I've owned a boutique. Yeah, this has only happened to me twice, and both times it's just really key to stay in contact with the person that bought it, and being quick also. I want to point, like, quick to figure it out. Like, really jump on it, call USPS right away, or go to the post office and figure it out, and bring everything with the tracking number and just anything, the receipt that you have, anything like that. I don't know if you'll get anywhere because the 2 times it's happened, I haven't gotten anywhere with USPS, but at least it shows proof that hey, I did drop this off. Like, this is literally your fault that you lost the package. Like, I did my part, I got the receipt, but you guys lost it. I know it's probably obvious, but just thought I should point this out. Okay, I want to bring this up because I almost forgot about it and it's kind of fresh on my mind and I just don't want to forget. So, sorry this Curtsy video, this episode is all filmed in sporadic moments, so you know, each clip, my voice in the background noise is probably going to sound different, but it's because I've been just kind of filming over the course of the last month or two, so that's why it was just easier to do it in the moment rather than sit down and try and remember everything. So today's Sunday, July 19th, and yesterday, on Saturday, the girl that purchased that ring that you'll see in the previous clips finally got an update on the ring that got shipped. So I think the day that I filmed, it was the day before I went to the post office. So I went to the post office the following day. After I filmed that and everything, my thoughts just like in the moment. This has happened before. I don't like whenever I go to USPS, the post office, and they just kind of give you a poor answer. Like, I always feel like it's kind of an excuse, and I get it. After you mail a package to USPS, it's not like the front desk people know what happened to this exact package. They get probably thousands of packages a day. I get it. You know, I get that you're never going to know. If I go in there, I'm like, yeah, you guys lost a package. They're not going to know. The most they can do is look at the tracking number, which is what I can do at home. So I get that. But I went in, gave it a shot, like I always do, asked them if they told them the story. I put this in the Dropbox last week, Monday, and it hasn't gotten scanned in, and it's Thursday now. Like, it's been almost a week, and I see no tracking on it. So she said that I had to like stop myself from rolling my eyes because this has just happened before. They're like, well, maybe the barcode, sometimes the barcode gets blended in with the package. You can't see like the black barcode on it. And you're just kind of like, okay, like that's the problem. Especially because the stuff that I ship my stuff in, the packaging, it's like a light sky blue with yellow pineapples on it. There's no way that this black label got blended in. And sometimes I even use white packaging. So literally that could not be the problem. There's no way that was the issue, that they couldn't see the barcode. So I was like, okay, whatever. Is there any way that you can like look this up, or I don't know, like, can you guys see anything different on your end? So I showed her the tracking, how it didn't get scanned in, but the tracking number was there. And she looked it up and she couldn't really see anything. She saw that it looked like it got scanned in on a different day, but it wasn't showing up in the system. So really she didn't know, which is what I figured was going to happen. Whatever she was pulling up on her computer is all I could see. So I asked her, I was like, okay, so should I wait, or when should I put in a claim for a lost package? So she said wait till Monday. And so now yesterday, Saturday, the 18th, the girl that bought the ring actually texted me over the Curtsy app, messaged me and said that she got a notification that it got shipped out. So then I quickly, because I was actually getting ready to send her another ring and apologize and everything for everything that happened, even though it was kind of out of my hands. I didn't know what to do, but I was getting ready to send her another ring, because tomorrow was the day that I was going to file a claim for a lost package. So I was so happy when she texted me. I looked it up and yep, it said that's going to arrive on Wednesday the 22nd. And I'm like, okay, thank goodness, because I was about to send out another one and put in a claim for a lost package that I would probably not get a refund, because I never have. The last year when this happened, the 2 times it happened. So yeah, really happy, got good news. I was kind of mad about the post office thing, but I didn't really know what to expect. Like I said, in my entire life owning this boutique, I've had 2 times I had to file a lost package claim where USPS truly lost the package. And both times I put in a claim, you know, you can do it online on USPS.com. It walks you through it, and I've never gotten money back. I don't know if it's because it's kind of a government run thing, so I kind of went in knowing that I wasn't going to get my money back. I don't know if anyone has ever like filed a lost package claim through USPS and they truly got their money back. I would love to know how you did it, because like I said, those 2 times I did it, I never got my money back. They always told me some, I don't know, in my opinion, some BS excuse reasoning that I couldn't get my money back. I don't know like a nice way to put it, because it's frustrating. So when I went into the post office, I was expecting to not really get any answers, and that's kind of sort of what happened. She told me just to wait a little bit because of COVID and everything's getting put on hold, and I think that is what happened. It's just crazy because all the packages I sent before this one have been completely fine. It's all been shipped out like right away or the day of. It's all been squared away. I don't know why this particular package took almost, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks to get scanned in. I don't know what happened. But long story short, it ended up good. She'll get her package on Wednesday. It got scanned in yesterday. So all I can do is be happy about that. Don't really know why this one took so long, but whatever, it got taken care of. And another thing I want to point out, so the day Thursday when I went to the post office, right before I went, Curtsy, one of the girls on the Curtsy team, actually texted me. And she was like, hey, Brittany, when are you going to get so-and-so's order shipped out, the ring that she bought? And I said, I sent this last Monday, and I'm actually going to USPS right now. I'm about to head out the door to ask them some questions, like what happened. And I told her also in that text that I was in contact with Clara and the girl that bought it, like letting them know. So then I was asking this girl questions, and I was like, so when should I refund her? Like, at what day, like how long do you wait to refund her? You know, I don't want this person waiting for a month to refund her or vice versa, you know what I mean? And she said, like, give it a good 2 weeks before you refund, and that USPS has been behind because of COVID from what she's been seeing. So I was like, okay. And then I actually asked that girl that messaged me from Curtsy, not the girl that ordered the ring, the girl that asked me if I was going to ship it, that works at Curtsy is what it sounded like. I was like, hey, can you message the girl that bought the ring and let her know, like, hey, I talked to Brittany. I told her to wait till the 27th, so a full 2 weeks before to refund, because I didn't want her to, because, you know, like I kept apologizing over and over to the girl that bought the ring, but I feel bad because it's making me look bad when I did my part, like I sent it right away and everything. And I felt bad because, you know, with coronavirus, I don't really know, like, should I just refund her right away or should I wait? Like, you just don't know really, and I didn't know what to do because this has never happened before through Curtsy. And I also didn't want her to think that Curtsy was a bad app because it's taking so long. So I basically said all this in the text for this girl. I can't remember. I think her name was Bethany or something that messaged me. I can look it up. Yeah, so she actually went out of her way and messaged the girl that bought the ring and explained everything to her. Like, hey, I told Brittany to, like, wait a little bit before to refund you. I think USPS is just running really behind. So I was so happy about that because, you know, I can only apologize so much to someone. And I'm sure she was getting sick of me apologizing over and over in every text messages. But yeah, I was really happy that she actually texted me because she, like, went above and beyond for me to vouch for me that I didn't screw up or Curtsy screwed up. So whoever, even though it's USPS's fault, but still, I didn't want her thinking Curtsy was a bad app. So yeah, it's all, I just wanted to update everyone on everything. It ended up working out. I think USPS is just truly running way behind. I guess my suggestion, especially with everything going on right now, Curtsy, from the girl that worked at Curtsy, whatever her name was, Bethany or something, she said wait a full 2 weeks before you refund people. That's what I would suggest to do. It worked out for me, and that's what I ended up texting the girl that bought the ring. I told her that Curtsy told me to wait till the 27th to refund her, so you have a good buffer for USPS to get everything shipped out. So I guess that's my suggestion, at least while everything's going on right now. Like, just give it a solid 2 weeks before you pull the trigger and refund someone. I know it seems like a long time because that's what I thought. I thought it was a really long time because I knew if I was a customer, I don't think I would want to wait 2 weeks to get my thing. But I guess from on the other side of the coin, to play devil's advocate, I would hope that all these customers know that with everything going on, everything is just really delayed right now. So everyone's just going to have to be patient if they're okay with that. You don't have to wait the full 2 weeks. You can refund them if you want. But I was just reiterating over and over to the customers, like, I'm really sorry. Like, I don't really know what's going on either. I think everything, according to Curtsy, everything is just really behind because of COVID. That's what Curtsy told me. And just hope that they're understanding. I don't know, give out some discount codes or something to make it up to all your customers. I don't know. But yeah, everything worked out. I'm so happy it did. I was so relieved getting that text from the girl that bought the ring that she got an update on shipping. I was like, okay, thank goodness, because I was getting ready to send out another ring or offer refunds. Really happy I ended up waiting. Just be patient. More often than not, it'll all work out and everything will be okay. But yeah, just wanted to do a little update. Hi everyone, welcome back to my podcast channel. It's Brittany Schmidt. Today I am doing another Curtsy video. It's been a long time since I filmed a Curtsy video, but I'm pretty sure the last Curtsy video I talked about how I was doing an experiment with free shipping versus not free shipping. I finished that. I started doing it, the day I started was May 27th. And today, right now, it's Friday, October 2nd. And I actually meant to film this a couple months ago, and it just kept getting pushed back for whatever reason, whatever. I was procrastinating it or wanted to run the experiment a little bit longer. Yeah, so I finished that little experiment, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I tried it out for, like 6 months, and I feel like I got a good idea of what I'm thinking versus offering free shipping and not free shipping. So I have a lot of stuff that I sell on Curtsy. It's all jewelry and clothing. So the total amount of items that have free shipping, I have 73 products that have free shipping. And then for not free shipping, so that means that the customer is paying for the shipping, I have 18 total products. So I try to get a little bit of a balance in there. So there's a few things that are clothing, and then I primarily sell jewelry. So therefore, a lot of this stuff is jewelry. But I did have 4 items that are clothes that I offered free shipping. And the rest of that 18, I have 14 pieces that are jewelry. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't specifically pick like, well, this item sells really well, so let's try putting this one not free shipping. I didn't do that. It was very random. Just went through everything that I'm selling and just randomly picked things and put them so the customer has to pay for shipping. So for jewelry, the customer pays $345, I think. And I have those 4 dresses that I'm selling. One of them is a sweater dress, so it's a little bit heavier. That one of those dresses, the customer would have to pay around $7 and some amount of change. But everything else, typically it's just like the lowest option, the cheapest option. $345 is what the customer has to pay. It's just something to think about. Like I said, I started this on May 27th of this year, 2020, and today's October 2nd, 2020. So I started out with just counting out, separating all of the items that are free shipping and then not free shipping. So like I said, everything, I have 73 items that have free shipping and then 18 items that have not free shipping. Then I went in to everything that sold between May 27th and today, October 2nd. And I was actually a little surprised. So I ended up selling 17 things. It was all jewelry that have free shipping. So total things that sold with free shipping, it was all jewelry. I had total 17 items. And then everything that sold between May 27th and today that sold without free shipping. So the customer had to pay for shipping. Again, it was all jewelry. There was only 4 items. I was surprised. I thought there was going to be like 5 to 10. But yeah, I went in, I double checked it, and there was only 4 items where the customer paid for shipping. Then I kind of dug a little bit deeper into those 4 items where the customers paid for shipping. So I dug a little bit deeper, and some things that I found, all of them were offers. So I listed the price at, let's say, $15. The customer would send an offer like, hey, I'd like to buy your item for $12, let's say. And that happened on all 4 of those jewelry pieces. So that doesn't surprise me because most things in Curtsy, it's safe to say, most things that sell in Curtsy, at least for me, I guess I can't speak for everyone, but I'd be willing to bet this happens to a lot of people. But for me, most of my stuff sells not at full price. Usually someone is going to offer a lower price and then you can counter it or you can accept the offer. I can only think of one time, maybe twice, where someone bought something at full price. So 99% of the time, it's usually an offer that someone sends. So that didn't really surprise me, but I was a little surprised about this though. Those 4 things that sold where the customer pays for shipping, those 4 jewelry pieces were actually priced pretty high. Those were more of my more expensive pieces of jewelry. I was surprised. I was expecting it to be around like the $10 to $15 range, but I have something that I listed at $15, $20, $15, and $18. And all of those, someone sent an offer, like I'd like to buy your jewelry at 12, 15, 11, 14. So that's what people offered, and then I would counter it or something like that. So no one bought it at full price, but still I was surprised all of those pieces, those jewelry pieces, were priced higher. I was expecting someone to make an offer, buy something, and pay for the shipping if it was priced at like $10. So I was surprised on that. So now I'm going to go into a category, just some things that I noticed. So that was something I noticed, that the jewelry was priced higher than, it was more of the expensive jewelry pieces that I have where people were willing to pay for shipping. So that I was surprised about. But on the flip side of it, they did like offer a lower price. They didn't just buy it at $20. They offered a lower price, but I was surprised that people were willing to pay the shipping on those higher priced items. So that was one thing that surprised me. The other thing that surprised me is that before someone purchased something, if it didn't have free shipping, I noticed that people were messaging me more questions about the item. So, they were asking questions like, does it fit true to size? What's the metal type? What size is the ring? Like, can you send more photos of it? It's like because they knew they were paying for shipping, they really wanted to make sure what they were getting was the real deal, which makes sense. I would do the exact same thing. If I'm paying for shipping, I want to make sure I like what I'm getting, so I would ask more questions than usual. So that's something that I noticed. And then the other bullet point that I have is they usually ask for a discount. So like I said, there was usually a back and forth counter. They would offer this and I would counter with this price and they would counter with this, and it was usually they asked for a lower price. Again, that didn't really surprise me because that happens on just about everything that someone buys. They usually offer a lower price. I kind of think that's the thing with Curtsy. Like, you always, like a rule of thumb, like you always ask for a lower price. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to mention was with free shipping, just something to keep in mind when you're shopping on Curtsy. If I'm someone that's looking to buy something on Curtsy, there is a whole filter system, a whole tab, like in the filter section, that you can switch to free shipping. So just something to keep in mind. I'm guessing a lot of people, when they search, let's say, dress, they go to free, they turn the filter on for free shipping. So just something to keep in mind. That's why I had a lot more sales with free shipping than not with free shipping. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. Another thing, so I adjust my prices a lot on Curtsy. I was going through my planner before I made this video right now, and I took notes of it. I have changed my prices consistently at least once a week. So every week I'm changing my prices. So with jewelry, I usually do like $2 off. So if I'm selling something for 20, I usually do a discount for 18. Like every week I'm running some sort of discount. And for clothes, I usually do $5 to $7 off. One, to be completely honest, I almost never sell clothing. Like, it just doesn't sell well. It's always the jewelry that sells really well. And the clothing is obviously priced a little bit higher. So I usually do somewhere in that $5 to $7 off. But yeah, I adjust my prices or run a promotion, is what they call it on Curtsy, every week. The two promotions that they offer, you can either do a discount that gets sent to everyone, a public discount, or you can run a promotion or a discount that's sent to just the people that heart or like your item. So you're just targeting the 47 people that liked it. I usually do public. I've found that usually when I send it to the public, you get more eyes on it, so then you get more likes on it. And I feel like whenever I run something like that, I usually get a sale out of it when I do it to the public versus just to the people that like it. Just throwing it out there. It's just something I notice. It's probably doesn't work for everyone, but just something to keep in mind. But yeah, I adjust my prices a lot. Maybe because it's just so easy to do it on Curtsy to like quickly run a promotion. It takes all but a few minutes. But yeah, that's something that I do. This kind of leads into my next point. Whenever I do adjust my prices, which is weekly, like I said, or I post more product, whatever it is, whether you run a promotion or post more product or new product, I always notice I get a lot of likes or people just seeing it. They like it. I'm always getting a ton of notifications after I post a promotion or post new product. It just gets noticed a lot, and I notice that whenever I do that, because there's more like eyes, there's more people seeing it and liking it, I notice that I usually get sent offers after I post new product or run a promotion. So something to keep in mind. And when I do promotions or post new product, I usually do it in big waves. I'm posting 5 to 10 things in a row. Like, I'll make a post or run a promotion. I do it for a bunch of things, or I have 10 new products. I need to list these 10 new products on there. But shortly after I do that, I get offers coming in. Like, so-and-so is offering to buy it for $12, even though you listed it at $15 or something. You know what I mean? So again, something to keep in mind, the more active you are in Curtsy, the more people are seeing your products and the promotions, and they like scroll through your whole feed, and then you get that one person that likes 10 different things or then offers to buy something. So that's what I notice. I get my most sales, I think. Another thing is when you adjust your prices. So let's say I'm going to run a promotion. There's this ring and I'm selling it for $20. I go in, I mark it for 18, $2 off. It's almost like you're reposting that item. So then when you repost it, it gets bumped to everyone's top of their feed. So it's kind of like Poshmark. When you like every day post something, it just gets reposted on everyone's feed. That's kind of how it is. So it's kind of like you're reposting something. And same thing with product. Like if I have a dress and I post it and then it sells but I have that dress in multiple sizes, I'll go in and then I'll post the medium. And if that sells, then I'll go in and then I'll post the large after it sells and you ship it and everything. And another little hint there, because you're doing that, you're posting so often, you get more Curtsy coins. Yeah, it's just, you gotta be really active on it. I already kind of covered this one, but I'll just cover it again really quickly. Like I said, 99% of the things that I post, I really can only think of 1 or 2 times that something sold for full price. More often than not, like I said, probably 99% of the time, it doesn't sell at the price that you list it. Someone is going to offer to buy it at a lower price, and then you can counter it or whatever, accept the offer. Again, just something to keep in mind. Even as a customer, if you're buying on Curtsy, typically people like send an offer just to see if they can get it for cheaper, which is completely normal. Okay, and then I wanted to throw this in real quick. This probably doesn't really relate exactly to this video, but I just felt stupid and I just think I should throw it out there. So with the Curtsy coin, so I bought my first Curtsy dress, my first clothing item on Curtsy recently, a couple weeks ago. And I have a lot of Curtsy coins because I post a lot of stuff and repost a lot of stuff. Maybe I was just stupid or I forgot to do it. I don't really know what happened, but whatever the case, this is what happened. So I have a lot of Curtsy coins. So I bought this dress and I was like, oh, I have tons of Curtsy coins. I guess I'll just get it for free. So I added it in my cart and then it said it was free. I was like, oh, it's probably from the Curtsy coins. So I was like, sweet, like, yeah, I'll buy this dress. I've been eyeballing this dress for a while and they sold out on my size, but they had it on Curtsy. So I purchased the dress and I thought the Curtsy coins were covering it. And then after I got the dress in, everything worked out. It was perfect. I loved it. I was very happy with this dress. I noticed that my Curtsy wallet, so when you sell something, the money goes into your Curtsy wallet and then you transfer that money into your bank account. I noticed that the Curtsy wallet was way less, like significantly less. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I looked into it and then I was like, oh, I bet it used my Curtsy wallet and not my Curtsy coins. Maybe it just wasn't clearly stated before I bought it or I just glossed over it and didn't even notice it. But little hint, I recommend empty your Curtsy wallet before you purchase something because it's going to pull from that Curtsy wallet before everything else. And I was really stupid and I forgot that you have to unlock your Curtsy coins. So I had to like go in and actually click on the Curtsy coins, unlock it, and then the coins would have went towards that purchase instead of I just didn't unlock it. I was just stupid and forgot. So it just pulled from my Curtsy wallet. But it was a little annoying in the moment for my case because if you run a boutique or you're an entrepreneur or whatever, you need to be really organized to like separate like your money from like your business money. You just have to be really organized financially for tax purposes. So it wasn't a big deal, just like threw a little bit of a wrench and it wasn't a big deal. So I'm just like, I ended up using like business money towards a dress that I just like wanted for myself. It had nothing to do with the business. So just something to keep in mind. I recommend just like empty your Curtsy wallet if you don't want to use that. And then make sure you unlock your Curtsy coins like I didn't do. So long story short, it probably is not a big deal for most people, but just wanted to throw that out there. Remember, you need to unlock your Curtsy coins, and if you don't want to use your Curtsy wallet money, make sure you transfer that into like whatever like account you want, whatever, if it's your main account or your business account or whatever. So yeah, it was just a mistake, and I messaged Clara, the girl that seems to run a lot of the messaging portion, and she said that there's not really like anything you can do about that, which I expected, but figured it was worth asking. But yeah, those were the big things that I noticed while running this. Basically, like, my conclusion is I made a lot more sales offering free shipping versus not offering free shipping, which, not gonna lie, I expected, but just thought I'd run it just out of curiosity. And these are like the big things that I noticed with doing this little experiment here. I know it was not the most perfect experiment in the world, but you know, I got what I wanted out of it. So, as in, offer free shipping. I think you'll get more sales that way. So that is like the big experiment that I did. I do have a list over here of other ones that I want to try out. I was gonna maybe next play around with maybe titles and descriptions. I was thinking having, if I make more sales, if it's like a shorter description or a longer description or a more broad or general title or a really detailed title, stuff like that. I'll maybe do another video of it once I actually like figure out which one I want to do. I have a few written down here. I just need to like pick one. So, but yeah, that's it for this podcast. I hope this was helpful. I got what I wanted out of it, and I'm excited to do these next ones. But yeah, I love you guys, and thank you for listening or watching if you're on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next podcast or video. Bye!